Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, where we are completing what I think we could call Arc 2 of our journey, because Arc 1 was all about the trip from Good Springs, looping through the map, and making our way up to Vegas, and I think Arc 1 ended when we got gunned down by the fiends and woke up in West Side. That's when had been the lowest point of our journey. Gunned down for the second time, brought to a weaker point, barely saved by our friends and the kind folks of the West Side. But now, after days and weeks, I don't know how long in game time, after a long time, traveling to a vault, killing a fiend, doing odd jobs all over, we have built up the money we need to go to the Strip and finally confront the man to blame for all of this that we've gone through. Now, before we do that, looking good, Boone, I would like to, I'm a little over encumbered, and that's because we gotta do last bit of inventory management. I just gotta go dump a bunch of stuff on Eddie and then on Boone, and then we will make our way on. This game is so in my personal playthroughs in the past, I always had enough money by the time I made it to Freeside, so I never had to like do a bunch of quests in the Vegas area, and I've always ended up stopping my playthrough after killing Boone, because in the past I've always had what I call a game dedication issue, where I always want to play every game I own, so I hip-hop between all of them without finishing any. And that's one of the big benefits of the YouTube channel is, generally speaking, I've been finishing way more games since I started this channel than I did before. Now, I've abandoned a few playthroughs, sure, but in general, I do way more completing than I used to. Alright, let's see here. Let's just start giving them as much food as we can. I don't like that I can't see the highlight. I do not like the menu interface in this game compared to the later Fallout games. Oh, I could have sold my cat eye, actually. What were the drugs I had to collect to help that one guy? Ew, pork and beans. I'll sell that to someone. Purifier water. Yeah. Let's put that away. Oh, give me back my scotch. And actually, give me back that too. Alright. Oh, what drugs do I need for that other quest? I'm gonna check that real fast, because I might actually have all of them. One fixer, psycho, buff out. I might be missing the psycho. Buff out fixer. MP. I got everything I need for that. So actually, let's do that quest on our way. High times. I still need to get 10 fixer at some point. Jesus. Alright, Alright, now, Boone, you're gonna be my ammo guy. I'm trying to, balance out what I give to who a little more. And we definitely have way more ammo on us in a moment than we need.
Fine by me.
Yeah, look at this. Some of these things I'm literally in the hundreds on. So take like half of that. 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 Take another. Come on. There we go. Not over encumbered anymore. All right. Ba-da-boop-boo. Mick and Ralph's. I have a couple of things I want to sell to you real quick.
How's it going, friend? Looking for anything special?
Yeah, let me see what you have in stock. I have a couple of aid items I don't actually need. Take my cat's eye and that gross pork and beans I got. And do you have any fixer? No? Damn.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, see ya.
Thanks.
Alright. Guy should be just to my left. Hey, I got some stuff for you.
So you're back.
Oh shit. Jacob, be strong. You just need the support of friends to get through this.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can...
Hell yeah.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
Oh, hey, King.
King says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Ooh, I got gifted some food that over encumbered me. You know what? Perfect timing, bud. I just got a little bit peckish. Appreciated. Okay, I guess I don't need to give up all those drugs I had. Shit. Oh, it was 2 of each of those, so I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. But my increased speech allowed me to just talk him out of it. Cool, cool. The dead drug dealer. Alright, we can talk to her in the future, though. For now... let's just dig through these ruins so we're not having to run in a big circle. There we go. Really, Uncut Wasteland should have taken all of those out themselves. I'm a little ashamed of them for not.
Good day.
Hi.
Years ago, when I walked and traveled door to door, don't you write like some other men do? Shit.
Uh-oh.
What do we want to use?
It's life and free side for you.
Ooh. I can sell some of that off. I'm not super strapped for cash anymore. I don't need to be over encumbering myself with this stuff. Alright. Oops. Oops, oops. fumbling with my buttons. Good job, Veronica. Hey, bud. Yeah, hello.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
I submit to the credit check.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
All right. Let's go to the strip, baby.
The strip's not a bad place if you love terrible things and people.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Hey, Vic. Seems like you pock up everywhere, Vic.
Aw, shucks, partner. I suppose it can't hurt to let you in on my little secret. Old Victor wouldn't be much use stuck inside just one Securitron. Now, I can move from one to another with the snap of a finger. Pretty nice trick, ain't it? Just don't ask me how I do it, because I don't know.
Well, point me to the tops, Vic. I have a score to settle.
Sorry, Rambler. I know you're fixing to serve up some vengeance, but I'm gonna have to point you to the Lucky 38 first. Mr.House, the head honcho of New Vegas, is itching to make your acquaintance. He'll help you serve that cold dish of yours extra chili.
Why is a robot passing on this invitation?
Well, now, it was Mr. House who made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
I'll never understand the allure of giving away your money to the rich.
Going to have words with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call
They're
it
having a good time.
monorail? It's a train. A
What?
The
Really
guard.
already?
So, another one of the mods I have here.
Come on.
I have open strip and strip enhanced. No, open strip and I forget what the other one is, but some enhanced strip mods. I forget which ones.
So fucked up, I came from.
So the strip is brighter and more well lit, with every single piece of cut decoration that was removed for performance on consoles restored, and the divider wall that cut the strip in two removed. Originally, there was a giant wall right there just before the monorail station in the tops.
Drunk escort shit tonight.
Stand tall and walk straight. You idiots are giving us a bad name.
This feels truly magical after everything we've dealt with.
I swear, I'm not drinking ever again.
We finally arrived in our Emerald City.
Let me show you the time of
Now,
your life.
let's see what's going on with the wizard.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thanks, Vic.
I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
Alright, I'll head up by myself.
Come back soon now.
Hope this doesn't break my multiple companions mod. God, this is super a bright floor. I feel like one of the lighting mods must be slightly bugged. See you guys. Oh shoot, hang on. We're gonna reload a save for immersion purposes. It looks like... Yeah, let's just make sure
Something to read.
all of them are waiting. Oops.
I've got your back. I'll sit tight.
Okay, it looks like Veronica was the only one that might have glitched. Nope, okay.
Just don't be gone.
There we go. Make sure it all works correctly, you know? Did Eddie follow? No, okay. This feels rather unnerving.
Be advised, visitors will be held responsible for the behavior of any robots accompanying them.
Where to, partner?
Penthouse, I suppose.
Penthouse floor.
Ooh.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Can you tell me about Mr. House? I'm sure he's listening in now.
Why, sugar? He's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
You seem pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
He's got an ego strokatron. I didn't realize robots could have such strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
You're a copy of a dead woman. What exactly do you do for Mr. House?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
I understand. I had quite the fling with Fisto. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Anything you like, sugar.
So what is this place?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
Huh. Well, bye then. Well, that's not ominous at all. So I actually also have a couple mods that restore some lightning effects that were meant to be active here, but basically the check boxes weren't ticked on release day, and they never patched it. We got outside of all the casinos being flicked between. It's just a bunch of camera angles. That's the monorail station, Camp McCarran. He's in the Grand Poobah himself.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Honestly, I've been preferring the wasteland ever since getting here.
You aren't going to ramble on about the virtues of life out in the wastes, are you? It's a desert, you do realize. A radioactive desert where humans subsist in a barbaric state. Difficult to glorify convincingly. They are, however, aptly named. For that's what you'd be out there, wasted. Here on the Strip, your talents can be put to use.
What are you talking about? I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy.
You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
How's about we get down to business then, Mr. House?
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
And what do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
Alright, I accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
I have some questions I'd like to ask you personally, Mr. Computer Man.
What did you wish to know?
Who and what exactly are you, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
You appear to be a computer, not a man.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicone.
The lifespan you're claiming is impossible, except for ghouls and supermutants.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or 2 of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
So how have you stayed alive all this time?
Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
How exactly did you establish Vegas?
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
So what exactly is this platinum chip? Why is it so important?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
The more I know about the chip, the easier I can find it.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
Computers? Why don't you send your robots into the tops just to arrest Benny?
Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming. And all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
Alright. So if the chips are so valuable, why hire just a single courier to transport it?
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak.
Courier 6.
Many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this. I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
I think I have the right to know more at this point.
That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it and I paid for it dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars, not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then.
Alright. More.
What else did you want to know?
So tell me about Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
Why did Benny betray you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
What use would you have, or actually, why didn't you intervene sooner when Benny ambushed me?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Goodsprings is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed.
What use would you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement.
Replacement? Let's talk about something else then.
What else did you want to know?
How would I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
The chairman are your employees. Don't they take your orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Why can't you tell him?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him.
Any ideas how I could catch Benny off guard other than that?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
And what if I wanted to take the diplomatic approach?
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
What do you think of the factions vying for Vegas?
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know?
Fair enough. I think that's it. Goodbye.
Well enough. Be on your way.
Well, I think we're gonna end this episode of Fallout New Vegas there. Very interesting situation we find ourselves in. Such a mysterious figure to be speaking to. Hope you've all been enjoying this episode. End cards will be appearing in just a moment. Hope you've all been enjoying. And ta-ta for now.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.